What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Death Monkey XL here, aka Rich. We're going over the Space Marine recap of the month update for April. This one, they're going to talk about some of the Horde mode stuff finally, so that's kind of exciting. I finally jumped in and played a little bit last night, and I sucked, but we're going to jump into this. Here we go, the Trigon update. In April, we released the 7.0 Trigon update. It contained both free and DLC content, including a new PvE map called Exfiltration and a new boss fight against the Trigon. I haven't seen the new map yet. 2 cosmetic DLCs, the Imperial Fist Champion Pack and the Space Wolves Chapter Pack, the Infernal Pistol for both PvE and PvP, available for Assault, Vanguard, Sniper, and Heavy, private lobbies in PvP, expanded weapon arsenal for all 6 classes, new element of customization including Vulpes Pink, Thousand Suns Blue, cloth coloring for Bulwark, hand customization, weapons, perks, and prestige perks were updated, several buffs, and bug fixes. I didn't go over the patch notes, so I guess that's just it. Nevertheless, the 7.0 update brought a bunch of unexpected bugs. For instance, matchmaking became an issue. Saber Interactive deployed the 7.1 hotfix first to improve matchmaking stability. Today they pushed the 7.2 hotfix. It should bring a solution to most connectivity issues, especially infinite joining server loops and black screens after completing an operation. We're truly sorry for the inconvenience. We know how much of a bother it's been for the past weeks. Seismic Activity community event they had going on. There is a reward for the community getting it done, which they did. It is Mark X Tacticus breastplate. Since the question was raised, yes, you can change the color of the skulls, but that's not all. To reward your commitment in this event, the Proffer Shield Chainsword skin will be available to claim through pros. So if you missed this Chainsword skin early on, you'll be able to get it again. And then here's the Mark X Tacticus community event. So this is what they're working on now, what we're finally up to. Horde mode is pretty exciting. With the Trigon update released, our focus has now shifted to patch 8, and it is getting closer each day. Today, we'd like to tease you a bit more about what it's going to be like. First of all, you'll be able to play up to 3 players, or with 2 bots, just like in regular PvE, and you will get to fight waves of both Tyranids and Chaos. Difficulty will increase for each wave defeated, so you'll have to prepare yourself accordingly to vaporize as many waves as you can. Also, your class and weapon levels will be based on your PvE levels. And here is a sneak peek of the map. As you can see, the action takes place in Kadaku. So here's the sneak peek of the map. The Horde mode release date and its actual in-game name will be announced at Redacted. I guess maybe Summer Game Fest, PAX East. You will now have access to the PTS again to test the 8.0 update before the release. Stay tuned. We will give you more information later. The 8.0 update will bring more free and DLC content to the game. We cannot unveil everything yet, but here's a few things you can expect from it. The Blood Angels Cosmetic Pack, White Scars Champion Pack, Horde Mode, rebalancing of the absolute difficulty following the community polls. Last month they did a community poll on Focus Together to collect your feedback and see what you were interested to see on the absolute difficulty to differentiate it more from lethal. You will see the changes we made as part of the 8.0 update. Expect an even tougher challenge. And I think that's kind of the main thing. They didn't really go into too much of a deep detail like they did in the other things, but I guess when they go back to talk about what's more coming in 8.0, they'll get a little bit more deeper in the details. So it says, since the release of Space Marine 2, you were encouraged to share your thoughts on the game and even suggested ideas on Focus Together. To this day, we've implemented more than 40 ideas from the community into the game. We always keep an eye on them. So they have some examples here with like Infernal Pistol, give Infernal Pistol to Assault, Infernal Pistol for Assault, Trigun or Moloch, hand customization pattern, hand customization. And see, all those things have been added into the game. They also added some cloth customization colors for Bulwark armor. So, and then they got in-game codex, more weapon options. They've done that. So they've put a lot of things in here that people have requested. PvP private lobby, where are the private lobbies? But that's it for the month. I feel like normally they have a lot more going on to talk about what's coming in the future. So this one is kind of interesting that it was kind of a small update that they didn't go too much over. They said, hey, Horde mode's coming. But I know they'll probably do like a 8.0 preview before it drops to give us like the release date. And when it gets soon, and then we'll get more information. Somebody says, Pink Sparkle says, I don't understand so many updates and they still haven't updated the bug that's causing some people playing on Ultra to experience the problem of textures not loading. People says, Porphyr, let's go. Release combi weapons, sniper cloak customization, more unknown founding chapters like the Marines, Malevolent, Legion of the Dead. 2 points. I love the champions, but sometimes it sucks a bit that their cosmetic parts are locked and cannot be freely used, and give us access. Please let this update also have the Howling Griffins chapters be added in 1.8.0 so I can have my fashion alongside my friends' Blood Angels now coming in. I need to have the Howling Griffins chapter markings, quartered shoulder pads, and quartered war gear bulwark shield to be complete. I think one of the things that kind of sucks a little bit is that we don't see a lot of customization for the Chaos Marines. So it would be nice to be able to do that, or at least change up, who the classes are, instead of just having them the separate. Instead of just having them the separate chapters, have them actually be able to be customized like your regular Marines. But that's it for the news for today on this. Are you still playing it? Let me know in the comments. That's all I'm asking. I've been kind of waiting for Horde mode. I think I'm going to jump into the campaign stuff. Not the campaign, but the operations, since I haven't done those. And the last time I played PvP, it was a bad time. But let me know your updated experiences, if you're still doing it or if you jumped onto something else. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.